Millions of people visit the Caribbean islands yearly, each for their own reasons. Islands like Puerto Rico and the US Virgin Islands offer Americans gorgeous beaches without needing a passport, and other locales like Turks and Caicos and the Cayman Islands have beautiful snorkeling and diving opportunities. Still, others relocate to the Caribbean permanently, attracted to the affordable real estate and relaxed lifestyle the Caribbean's many islands offer. But with so many choices, it cannot be easy to pick a destination for your next sunshine getaway. Welcome to TravelScout. Today in this video, I will tell you about the most beautiful islands in the Caribbean to help you pick a destination for your next sunshine getaway. To choose a perfect spot to spend your most valuable time and observe their mesmerizing beauty, please stick to the video until the end. But before we dive into the video, please hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on the notification button so you don't miss our new video. Number 10. Antigua and Barbuda. Separated by just a short gap of sky blue Caribbean Sea in the Leeward Islands, the duo that makes up Antigua and Barbuda represents one of the region's most well-rounded tourist draws. In St. John's Parish, the small and tight-knit capital of the archipelago, there are cricket grounds and bobbing cruise ships on the horizon, while the slap and click of casino chips are never too far away. Most travelers will scale up to Shirley Heights Lookout if I say about Antigua. Here, the pearly whites of the beaches, the deep green of the palm forest, and the occasional bloom of bougainvillea spread out to reveal Falmouth and English Harbour, two of the earliest colonial towns here. Stone churches atop cliffs belie the English influence, while old sugar plantations await inland. And then there's Barbuda, a mecca for sailors and swimmers in search of absolute seclusion. Number 9. US Virgin Islands. The USVI isn't your usual Caribbean paradise. That's not to say they don't have all the ubiquitous shimmering sands and aquamarine hued waters. They do. They have other things up their sleeves as well. A mecca for yachts, the trio of St. Croix, St. John, and St. Thomas, together with countless tiny specks of rocky land like Water Island, Tash Cay, and Hassel Island, offer up a pick and mix of little coves and cliff-backed inlets to explore by boat. Then there's Salt River Bay, a lush bloom of mangrove forests that spills into the cobalt blue and pretty underwater corals of Buck Island Reef. Rum distilleries come 10 to the penny too, while pretty remnants of Danish rule still stand above the palm trees and the ferns. Yup, this might be one of your top choices. Number 8. Dominican Republic. The Dominican Republic is one of the most famous islands of the Caribbean. Its beaches like Punta Cana and Bayahibe have an irresistible charm. The beauty of these beaches can be described as a natural terrestrial paradise. These beaches confirm every description, from the water's intense blue to the white sand. It is all extraordinary. But the beaches of the Dominican Republic are not just perfect for relaxing, perhaps sipping cocktails. They are equipped for all water and diving sports as well. And it's not just the sea. The capital of the Dominican Republic, Santo Domingo, is a famous city, one of the oldest in the Caribbean. Built in the 1500s, it still has the fortified original buildings and streets of the time, including the Cathedral of Our Lady of Incarnation, the first to be built in colonial times. And if, instead, with a coastal cruise you dock at La Romana, you'll feel like you're in a film going up the Chavan River by boat, dancing to a Latin American rhythm, and maybe you could visit Altos de Chavon, a town where time seems to have stopped to make room for the enchantment of the panoramic view. The Dominican Republic will surprise you. Number 7. Bahamas. The Bahamas have 700 islands and islets. Unspoiled nature and endless deep white or pink beaches are the setting for an ideal holiday. Password: relax. Because in the Bahamas, it is possible to abandon hectic lives and get in touch with nature. Grand Bahama welcomes visitors with its mangrove swamps and coral reef, and is also one of the few inhabited islands in the archipelago. It hosts Freeport and Lucaya, where the local population is concentrated but offers ample space for parks and nature reserves. These include the Garden of the Groves, a tropical garden home not only to flowers and exotic plants, but also to many tropical animals and birds, among which there are pink flamingos and the national bird of the Bahamas. Number 6. Cuba. Havana is arguably the most beautiful city in the Caribbean. This UNESCO World Heritage Site is filled with classic cars lining the streets of pastel buildings. With idyllic beaches, historic towns, and lush forests, it has long been at the top of many a Canadian vacation destination. While Cuba has had its share of difficulties, it is a beautiful island to visit and the people are the friendliest in the Caribbean. Book a stay at a Casa Particular, rent a motorcycle, and travel the island independently, and you will fall in love with Cuba. Number 5. Curaçao. We had the opportunity to visit the beautiful island of Curaçao on a Caribbean cruise. Its colorful waterfront completely blew us away. Part of the ABC Islands, including Aruba and Bonaire, Curaçao is a Dutch colony in the Lesser Antilles. It is known as the Amsterdam of the Caribbean, and for a good reason. The colonial architecture lines the waterfront, and Curaçao also houses beautiful beaches and quiet coves. The trade winds keep this Caribbean island at a pleasant temperature year-round, and it is located outside the hurricane belt. There is an excellent time to visit Curaçao. Read more Best Caribbean Islands for Water Sports. Number 4. St. Lucia. St. Lucia is like a child that refuses to conform. Instead of settling down to be overgrown by mangroves and palms, it rose and rose, peaking with the mighty duo of the Pitons, or rising to a whopping 950 meters with the jungle-drenched Mount Guinea at its heart. Then there are the bubbling volcanic springs and mud pools, forever carving and changing the island's interior around Soufriere. And talking a little of Soufriere on the south coast, it's here that travelers will discover the gorgeous cove of Anse Chastanet, hidden between cliffs and promontories and clusters of coastal waterfalls. The north of the island continues to offer beauties too, like the golden powder of Redwood Beach and the strong bulwarks of Pigeon Island National Park, home to fortresses raised by the British during the 7 Years' War. Number 3. Puerto Rico. Are you searching for a Caribbean city with authentic Spanish culture and an American twist? Then you must go to Puerto Rico. It has a number of American restaurants and other comforts associated with the USA mainland. Further afield is San Juan's historic charm, characterized by old forts and colonial architecture. There are small villages, quaint towns, caves, and areas with a rugged mountainous interior. With over 500 years, San Juan is the second most ancient city in the Americas. The landscape in Puerto Rico is stunning too. Nature lovers will love exploring the tropical rainforest and the nighttime wonders of the bioluminescent bay. The 25-foot waves at Tres Palmas Beach are also worth exploring. Number 2. Barbados. Barbados. The name alone is enough to make you want to pack your bags and book yourself on the next available flight, and for a good reason. From the pink sand of Crane Beach to the notorious green flash on the horizon as the sun sets over the sea, Barbados is an island full of unforgettable moments and one of the prettiest islands in the Caribbean. Spend your time working your way down the exclusive beaches of the island's west coast. Then explore the less developed but no less beautiful east coast. Just make sure you bring a good travel camera because you're sure to put it to good use. Number 1. Jamaica. Regarding beautiful Caribbean islands, Jamaica is the Caribbean's not-so-hidden secret. Long the retreat of the rich and famous who hasn't longed to spend a decadent week on Golden Eye, Ian Fleming's Old Jamaican Boat Hole, and a honeymoon favorite, it is one of the true jewels in the Caribbean. From hidden spots such as Freshman's Cove to the out-and-out spectacle of the 5-mile-long Negril Beach, there's a beach for everyone. Away from the beaches, hiking through the Blue Mountains, the source of some of the world's best coffee, is an unforgettable experience. Our video of top Caribbean islands helps you pick the most beautiful island. So, what are you waiting for? Pack your bags, start your journey to visit these mesmerizing places, and, of course, remember to share your exciting experiences of your past travel story and favorite places in our comment box. Remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel. And of course, click that notification button to know whenever a new video has been uploaded. Stay curious, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one.